Hello, I am really excited for this week because I am doing the 7-day 40-hour language challenge, which is being hosted by Joe Renee Languages and Someday Korean. This was the first challenge I ever partook in ever since I started learning Spanish, and so I'm really excited to attempt it again this year. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go over my game plan. I'm actually going to be doing this challenge with Korean involved this time as well, since I'm now learning Korean too. So yeah. Okay, so first of all, in like my little journal / planner here, I kind of like made up a game plan to just, not that I have to follow it, but just kind of to keep me on track of like where I would need to be and like give me ideas of what I could be doing for each of my languages. So if you don't know, the goal of the challenge is to get 40 hours of your target language in 7 days. So I'm splitting that between Korean and Spanish, and I'm doing 30 hours of Spanish and 10 hours of Korean. So that means I need to average a little bit over 4 hours of Spanish every day, and like, I don't know, I don't do math, but something like an hour and something of Korean every day in order to make that work. So yeah, my biggest thing here is I don't want to kind of get Korean lost in the shadows, because that could happen very easily just because of the fact Spanish is my bigger target, and at the end of the day I'm at a higher level of Spanish, so it's a lot easier. So in here I have my little plan. This is just like a little glimpse of it, but I just like made like a little chart and things like that with like my goals and just different things that I can do, and I did that for each of my languages. So I've been just kind of using that as a guide every day. But yeah, I'm so excited just to see how it goes. I was really excited for it being this week because I forgot I had things to do. I'm actually going like on a really short overnight trip with one of my friends, so I accounted for that in my planner, and that's kind of what I mean, because it's like obviously in those days where I'm a little bit more busy, I'm choosing to do more Spanish over Korean. So we'll just see. But during my days that I have more free time, I'm definitely just trying to do more to compensate for the days I'm going to be busier. And so yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I'm excited. Whenever I did this challenge the first time, I got like 17 hours of Spanish, and I was since I was more of a beginner at that time, I was just kind of whatever I could do, whether it was studying in a textbook or listening to music. But this time it is very focused, where I really want most of it to just be comprehensible input as well as reading. So those are my two biggest goals. And whenever it comes to Korean, I have it very simple. Watch an hour of a K-drama every day and...
Un tren, por favor.
Un tren de juguete.
No, de juguete, no. Un tren de verdad, y que ya lo pueda conducir con muchos pasajeros.
Veré qué puedo hacer.
Okay, so it is currently day 2 of the challenge. I did not film anything yesterday. It was a very successful day, but yeah, by the end of the day I was kind of like done. I was kind of done, and I was like, girl, you need to relax. It's only day 1 of this challenge. So yeah, today's been a lot better. I mean, mentally, like I did really well, but like mentally, like I was kind of exhausted just because I don't know. But yeah, I have an Italki lesson coming up in about an hour. So I'm just gonna honestly chill until then, because I've already done like 5 hours of Spanish, and after my Italki lesson, I'm gonna get in my hours for Korean for today. And so yeah, it's all looking really good. Honestly, I'm very excited. I will say this is going a lot better than I thought. Like, I don't know. It's just going very smooth. It's going very smoothly. So yeah. Okay, hello. Just checking in after my Italki lesson. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. That was so good. That was so good. Like, what? Nah, she was so like nice. Like, that was like a fast 30 minutes. Like, she was so easy to talk to. Like, the conversation was flowing so much. She complimented my accent. Like, I've had a couple tutors compliment my accent now, and I'm like, y'all, like, how did you know I'm insecure about my accent? Like, how did you know it's my #1 insecurity in language learning? Stop. So yeah, that was good. But like I said, okay, we're done with the Spanish. Time to get into Korean. I started watching this really cute Korean drama called Once Upon a Small Town. I needed something light. The episodes are 30 minutes. It's like a 12 episode long drama. It's so cute, and that's what I needed, because I've been watching so many things with like mystical creatures and like death, and I'm like, I can't do it again. Like, can I get a break? So I found this, and I'm really liking it. So yeah.
En algún momento esto va a explotar y va a quedar la cagada y mi mente va a volar. Y al final, cuando estábamos llegando
al final del libro fue como ¡pum! En picado, weón. Demasiado triste, sobre todo porque este libro... So we're on day 3 of the challenge, and honestly, today started off a little bit rough. Like I said, I have a schedule going here, and I couldn't get my 2 hours of dreaming Spanish done right upon awakening. And so yeah, I did find that to be a little bit difficult, but today showed me something. I've just kind of been in my own world, kind of, to be honest. And so I efficiently already have gotten done like 5 hours. Usually I'm at like 5 to my average the last 2 days has been like 5-ish, 5.5 hours by the end of the day. And a lot of my success, or should I say productivity, whatever, today could really be given to the fact that I haven't been reaching for my phone as often for distractions. I listened to like an hour of Dreaming Spanish, like the podcast version of it, and like cleaned up, which was really nice. I got an hour done straight out of work this morning, and yeah, I got an hour of a podcast done right before work, because since I was having some technical difficulties, I just ended up using some podcasts that I had downloaded already. So that was nice that I had that prepared, because I was like, what? Like, I'm gonna be so off schedule. And I'm getting my Korean done now. I just took a step away from it. I'm almost done. I have 20 more minutes before I hit an hour in Korean. I don't know if I'll be able to study Korean today. I'm supposed to be meeting a friend. I have one more thing I have to do for work, and then I'm gonna meet a friend right after. So far, so good. I do have to say, I did get to read a little bit today as well. So far, reading is not the strong suit. I really wanted to do at least an hour of reading every day. I did not read it all yesterday. I did 30 minutes on Monday, and I did 30 minutes today. So yeah, and I think whenever I get back, we're gonna watch Ratatouille in Spanish. So yeah, I'm like kind of a Ratatouille hater. This channel is a safe place for Ratatouille slander, so feel free. No, but yeah, I don't know, like, I just kind of feel like it's very overrated. Like, I saw it once and like never wanted to see it again, and like I just feel like it's so overrated because everybody acts like Ratatouille is like one of the best movies ever. So I'm gonna watch it in Spanish, and you know what, I am gonna go into it with an open mind. Who knows, maybe I'll like Ratatouille like after tonight. I don't know, like, stay tuned to find out. Okay, hi, I'm editing on my iPad right now. Yes, we are a low budget channel. No, but for real, all jokes aside, do not put any Remy slander into these comments, okay? Like, if you want to talk about like the rest of the movie, like, I actually don't care. Like, I don't really care about the movie, but I do care about Remy. I care about Remy a lot. Like, people don't understand, like, I am with Remy. I love Remy. I support Remy in everything that he ever wants to do. And on top of that, I would have been one of the first people at his restaurant. I would have bought my ticket to Paris and like went to his restaurant like as soon as I got off the plane. Like, through customs, and I'm at Remy's restaurant. Like, I love Remy and I support him. But yeah, so everything's been going really good. And whenever I walk to the train to meet my friend, I'm probably going to be listening to some Spanish podcasts. I'm trying so hard to find Korean podcasts. But yeah, Korean studying is going really, really well. I want to do a little bit of avocards, and like I found like this story time type of deal on YouTube that was actually not that hard. Like, for my level that's so low right now in Korean, I was able to understand most of the story. There was 2 stories, and yeah, like that made me feel like, okay, like I can do this. But yeah, one thing about the challenge so far, I'm normally on day 3, so I might be talking a little bit too early, but I don't feel fatigued. Like, honestly, I mean, on Monday was different. Monday, I don't really know what's going on with me, but like today I just feel good. And like, I've just been, maybe it's because I haven't been so distracted. And so like, it just has felt nice to like sit down and like do the Spanish. Like 2 hours of dreaming Spanish, I was not tired. And I'd already had the hour of the podcast. I did how-to Spanish today. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm just really enjoying being at this higher level of Spanish, because I remember when I did this last year, it was like, I definitely feel that fatigue more with Korean for sure. Oh yeah, one of my goals is that I want to finish that book by Ollie Richards. I forget, it's like the beginner Spanish stories in beginner Spanish. I don't know. I'm like in the last story. I don't like, and like I get it's like a graded reader, but like the stories are not like, I don't know why I expected them to be good. Like, are graded readers not supposed to be good? Because so many of these stories just, like, are so, like, huh? Like, huh? Like, I don't know. And I guess I get it. Like, it's harder, I guess, to write a good story when your language is so limited because they have to keep it at a certain level. But my God, in the beginning, I was just like, whatever. By the middle of it, I'm just like, oh, I want to get it over with. But, like, yeah, so that's also kind of why I've been resistant towards reading, I guess, because I know in the back of my mind I have to get this book done, and I'm so close. I have, like, 3 more chapters left because, like, most of the stories in it are 3 chapters. And, like, the chapter's, like, 2 to, like, 4 pages long. Like, it's not bad, but, like, But yeah, and then once I finish that, I will get back into reading my webtoon because I was on a roll. I was on a roll with my webtoon, and, like, I love it. So yeah. But anyways. Okay.
Ahora me quedé pensando que ahora el mesero va a pensar que soy de la Ciudad de México. Y soy de Durango. Ay, no.
Okay, so I found this cute little channel recently, Korean Comprehensible Input. It's actually not that bad. I listened to this one the other day, and, like, I could understand, like, 90% of it, so that definitely made me feel good, and that definitely made me want to come back for more. So yeah, I would recommend if you're looking for something like this. Honestly, just kind of reminds me of, like, a podcast, to be honest, but it's definitely accessible for beginners. Unlike a lot of beginner material, like, it just be going over my head. But this, they really do use simple grammar and, like, simple words, and so yeah. Okay, hello, day 5. Sorry for this low quality view. I was trying to avoid it as much as possible this week, but the truth is that I am absolutely tired. I am done, and I'm not even close to the amount of hours I need for today. So my plan is to chill and just get some input in with Korean, but I do have a little bit more Spanish to do for me to be satisfied with what I've done today. So yeah, I'm just gonna relax from here. I made some tea. I'm just gonna start with Korean input to give myself a little bit of a break from Spanish, and then we're going right back into Spanish. Y'all, I am so tired. The little overnight trip with my friend was so much fun, but obviously that kind of got into the time that I could spend with Spanish, but not even with Spanish, with Korean as well, just with this language challenge. And so I did have that planned, like, in my planner. Like, I knew, like, these 2 days would be, like, a little bit more difficult, and so it is what it is. The weekend is coming up, so the weekend is tomorrow, so I'll just catch up tomorrow and Sunday, so I'm not really worried about it. And plus, I did really well at the beginning of the week, so it's not really that big of a deal.
콘서트에 갈 생각을 하면 벌써부터 마음이 설레요.
¿Creíste que te habías deshecho de mí, no es así, Icy? Pues te equivocaste.
Time for a little K-drama moment. Got my tecito, and I'm just ready to relax. Okay, it is officially time to knock this book out, so I'm giving myself 30 minutes, and I should officially be done with it. Okay guys, we are officially on day 6, and there's only a few hours left of this day, and I'm just kind of pumping through things. But really though, so I just finished on my K-drama. I'm gonna watch one more episode, and then I'm gonna do, like, maybe 20 minutes of studying. I want to do Korean for the next hour, and then I'm gonna finish the night off with, like, a cute little, like, vintage movie in Spanish, just because I'm kind of in the vibe and, like, the mood for something, like, kind of, like, old. I absolutely love, like, classic Hollywood. Honestly, it's a hobby that I haven't really given time to in a very long time, and so I was kind of missing it, and I was like, well, how can I get in an old Hollywood movie tonight? And I remembered, oh, I could just watch one in Spanish. So I found one on YouTube. Have really no idea what it's supposed to be about. I've never heard of it, but we're just gonna go into it blindly and yeah, finish the night off like that. I don't know. I thought today I would get more time in, but I was very lazy today and it was very hard to focus at times. So yeah, not just like on language learning, but just like in life in general. Anyways, yeah, also this K-drama, like it is what I needed. It is what I needed, but I like want to drop it because I prefer the second love interest, like the side guy that's nothing's gonna work out for. Usually that does not happen to me because I'm very, very aware of that love interest, how they're in every K-drama and how they're never going to get chosen, so there's no point. And I usually do like the male lead. I usually do. But in this one, I'm not feeling him. Like, I'm just not. Like, it's not that cute. Like, their story is really not that cute. And the, I forget the proper way to call them. Like, the side love interest is not it. The second love interest. I don't think that's it. The second lead interest. I don't know. Something like that. He's just 100 times better. Like, he's so much more cuter. He's so much more sweeter. And like the only other time this happened to me, I dropped the entire drama and didn't bother watching it until the end. Like, that's how annoyed I get. But I'm just gonna finish this one because it's only 12 episodes and like I'm on episode like 9 or 10. So it's like really not that deep. And it is a very light and like beautiful drama. Not beautiful, but like it's very pretty. Like, I love the countryside of Korea. It is so, so, so beautiful. So yeah, I'm definitely like enjoying the visuals a lot.
Dice que es algo muy importante. ¿Por qué no le hablas y acabas de una vez? Está bueno, dile que suba. Y si no lo voy a recibir aquí, hablaremos en la escalera, hombre.
Profunda de lo que os podáis imaginar. Y además siento que cuando realizas un hobby creativo también entras como en una especie de estado de meditación.
Tengo un poco más ordenada la pieza, el escritorio también está mucho más ordenado, así que vamos mejorando poco a poco. Hoy quiero cumplir.
Okay, y'all, hello. First of all, I just like realized, I guess I should have known, but like the lighting in here is so bad. Like, it's so like ugly. But anyways, the challenge is over. The challenge ended yesterday, so we're gonna take a moment to go over my hours. So I'm gonna like I have it here on my iPad, but we are just going to go over it from day 1. So day 1, I got 6 hours total in 24 minutes. I had 4 hours and 54 minutes in Spanish, and I had 1 hour and 30 minutes in Korean. And you can just kind of see like where a lot of that went. Every day I got 2 hours of dreaming Spanish. That's what the DS is for people who don't know. And yeah, so usually whenever you see YouTube, that just means I was watching native YouTube content. So just like random like native YouTubers that I like. And yeah, we got some Peppa Pig in. I was thinking I wanted to finish like all of Peppa Pig, but like, because I thought I had like a season or 2 left, but like I have like 3 seasons left, so like I'm kind of over it. I ended up finishing the season that I was watching thanks to this challenge, but like I'm ready to move on to Miffy. I love Miffy. Like, Miffy is from my childhood, so I'm so excited. Anyways, so on Tuesday I finished the day with 7 hours and 19 minutes, and I did 5 hours and 25 minutes of Spanish and 1 hour and 54 minutes of Korean. You guys see Korean's very consistent. I had like the same routine every day. I was just doing the K-drama and I was doing a little bit of studying. Spanish was just like kind of like what was I in the mood for. I did a lot of different mixes of things, but it's just basically the same idea: comprehensible input, a little bit of native, and some TV. So yeah, and podcasts. Really big on podcasts. I finally found some podcasts that I really like, so that was exciting. On Wednesday, I did 5 hours and 56 minutes total. I did 5 hours of Spanish and 56 minutes of Korean. You can see like how things sometimes got like out of proportion, especially like on Wednesday, Thursday when I was very busy, and Friday, because Wednesday I hung out with a friend, and then on Thursday I went with another friend for an overnight trip. So I had already had that planned, and my planner like already knew, but like you can really see like how Korean really got pushed to the side, because like, did I need to make 5 hours in Spanish that day and only 56 minutes in Korean? No, I definitely could have like made that a little bit more fair, but Spanish is just like my priority, and it's also easier for me at this point because I can actually have like a lot more fun with it. Y'all, I've said it before, I hate being a beginner so much. I don't like it. And so you can really see that reflected in this week, because when I really did not feel like engaging with the language, I would go with Spanish. And that's what I did. So yeah, Thursday was my least successful day with 3 hours and 20 minutes total. I did 3 hours in Spanish and only 20 minutes of Korean because I had finished the end of a K-drama. She does not like moving my hands. She said, if you're gonna move your hands that much, that means it's time to play. Okay, so now we're on to Friday. I had 4 hours and 25 minutes total, 3 hours and 15 minutes of Spanish, and 1 hour and 10 minutes of Korean. I did have some success here because there were some things I wanted to complete. Like for one, I wanted to finish Winx Club, which I did. I finally finished season 1, which took way longer than I thought. Like, why does season 1 have almost 30 episodes? I cannot get behind that, ever. I mean, luckily the episodes were like 20 minutes, so it was not that big of a deal, but like, my God. I can't stand seasons that go on forever. But yeah, so I got to finish that, so that was successful. As you can see, I really did not read the way I wanted to. On Friday, I only read for 10 minutes, and then usually I did like a 30 minutes of reading a few days throughout the week. So yeah, that was just one of them things. I think part of it was because I was dreading it because I really did not want to read that book. And that just is what it is. On Saturday, I thought I would pick it up, but I didn't. Saturday, I had a total of 5 hours and 53 minutes, with 4 hours and 33 minutes being in Spanish and 1 hour and 20 minutes being in Korean. So at this point, I was getting back into the swing of things, but I really thought this weekend I would like do a lot of time, but I didn't. On Saturday, I just was not feeling it. Like Saturday, I did not even start until like 12. And like one thing about me is I'm a morning person. So like everything just makes more sense for me to be done, or at least to be like having started or whatever, like as soon as I wake up. But that did not happen on Saturday. So like that already made me feel like some type of way. But yeah, I still did pretty good for that like awkwardness of timing. And then last but not least, we had Sunday. So Sunday, I came in at 6 hours and 43 minutes with 5 hours and 13 minutes being in Spanish and 1 hour and 30 minutes being in Korean. Now this night was crazy because I was like, okay, I'm done. And I calculated my hours and I saw that I had 38 hours and 40 minutes between the two languages. And I was like, I am so close. Can I pump this out? Like, can I pump out another hour and 20 minutes? I was like, no, I don't really want to, but I did. So my overall was 40 hours. Y'all, I actually did it. I came out at 31 hours and 20 minutes in Spanish, and I came out at 8 hours and 40 minutes in Korean. So I met my goal. Obviously, I hit 40 hours. I hit my goal in Spanish because I wanted to have 30 hours in Spanish, and I went over by an hour and 20 minutes. And unfortunately, I did not meet my goal in Korean. I was so close at 8 hours and 40 minutes, but I was an hour and 20 minutes behind, which when you really look at it, that's not surprising because in moments of doubt, I really Spanished it out and I didn't really give as much time to Korean as I could have because I often just chose to go with Spanish. But I got so close either way, so good for me. But yeah, y'all, I really did it. I did the 40 hours. Like, I was not expecting that. I really thought I would come in a little bit short, but I didn't, which is like insane to me. I don't know how I did that. But yeah, it was honestly such a good week. I really felt myself fall back in love with Spanish. Like, genuinely, y'all, like I just love the language so much, and like I just love Spanish, and like the amount of time that I spent on Spanish this week just made me want to do more because I'm like, I love living this life where everything is in Spanish. Like, I just love it. And then yeah, as for Korean, I'm still struggling as a beginner, you guys. I really am. You know, I'm still finding my groove. I'm still finding resources. I really wish I could do more of a comprehensible input with Korean. I just do not like a lot of the comprehensible input creators for Korean, unfortunately. They're just not, like, you have to enjoy it a little bit, I think. Like, right? Because then you just really give up. But yeah, so Korean is just like, I'm still like in an awkward phase. But so anyways, it was a very successful week. I can't believe I actually did it. So exciting. Today I did like a little bit over an hour of Spanish and a little bit of Korean, but not a lot. I'm giving myself a little bit of a brain break, but I'm definitely going to just get back into the regular swing of things here soon. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun with this challenge, and yeah, see you in the next video.